How's it going, YouTube? As some of you are already aware, my name is L.A.N.C.E.R and I run the L.A.N.C.E.R Militia here in California. As you can tell, we have a different background today, and that's because we're trying a different location, trying to get better audio levels and things of this nature. We hope to at some point build a small studio so that way we can individualize our channel and the way we produce material directly out for you. As you can tell from the title of this video, it's called Politicians and Other Knobs You Shouldn't Trust. Now it seems like a self-evident statement, don't you think? I mean, we all know, never trust a politician, never trust a bureaucrat. Because, they can come to you and, shake your hand and like, hi, how you doing? But in the subtext, if you put it in translation, it's like, please turn around, I can't wait to stab you in the back. But, in a way, we do trust them. We trust them on a daily basis to make decisions for us. And many a times they do these decisions, they make these choices without our consent. And sometimes these knobs, as I like to call them, are just that, a knob. They do things that threaten our very way of life. And they do it for money, or they do it for one reason or another. And I'm going to bring up two stories that, in a way, anger me, but unlike the prior video, I'll hold my temperament. The first story actually comes out of California. One of our senators, Senator Yee, I believe his first name's L.A.N.C.E.R. Yeah, L.A.N.C.E.R. Girl's name. Anyway, he's a politician here that has built his career off three things: battling the violent video game industry, steadfast anti-gun rights, and transparency of office. Now, to many Californians, wow, that sounds like a great guy. That sounds like somebody we need to make head of state, or one thing or another. But a couple months ago, he was actually charged and accused of doing illicit arms trafficking. Let me say that again because I think that's important. He believes in taking away guns from you. He believes in not having violent video games and a transparent office, all the while doing illicit arms trades to gang members. So he's taking the guns out of your hands and he's putting them in the gangbangers' hands. Okay. All the while, maintaining a sense of transparent office. That's a load of crock, if you ask me. Yeah, I would hope that the people watching this video are as disgusted as I am. I mean, I believe that this is the type of person that doesn't need to be jailed. No. I believe this is the type of person that needs to be drawn and quartered. So because those are the acts of a traitor in my book. This is the type of person who has betrayed the people of his state and is giving weapons and firearms to people who are trying to hurt you and trying to take from you. Now, real quick, I want to play you a clip that basically shows everything that's going on up until this point, and in the description bar down below, we'll label a couple sources. So let's real quickly check out that clip.
A California state senator has been convicted of illegal arms trafficking. That's right, L.A.N.C.E.R was one of 26 people arrested in an FBI sting operation. He was charged with 2 felony counts of conspiring to import weapons and 6 corruption charges. The FBI said the lawmaker asked for donations to introduce an undercover agent to a weapons dealer. According to the FBI, the lawmaker also offered to arrange a meeting between the two parties, and Yee allegedly offered to do favors for the undercover agent in exchange for campaign contributions. The U.S. Attorney's Office stated, during a meeting with the undercover agent, Yee and Jackson allegedly discussed details of the specific types of weapons the undercover agent was interested in buying and importing. He becomes the 3rd Democratic senator in California to face criminal charges in recent days. This could have an effect on the upcoming statewide elections. Yee is a candidate for Secretary of State, but the fallout from this arrest could extend well beyond that one seat. The Democratic Party in California recently enjoyed a 2/3 majority in the state Senate. That supermajority was ended when 2 senators went on administrative leave after allegations of criminal behavior surfaced. Ron Calderon was charged with corruption, and Rod Wright was found guilty of voter fraud. Republicans in the Golden State are criticizing the lawmakers and state party's officials for not removing the men from office. State Senator Andy Vidic said, "It's a shame that some people misuse the privilege to serve the people that has been entrusted to them." Keith Jackson, a political consultant who worked with Yee, has also been arrested in the case. He's been charged with several crimes, including participation in a murder-for-hire plot. The lawmaker was released on $500,000 bail, and he had no comment on his arrest.
So after seeing that footage, honestly guys, what do you think? I mean, most of the viewers are probably here from California. I mean, I know the YouTube community really got start here in California. And, I mean, doesn't it hurt a little bit? I mean, I understand, whatever side of the gun rights issue you're on. But, I mean, this man's two-faced at its finest. Now, that's the first story, and, if you got your opinions on it, go ahead and in the comment section down below, go ahead and put your feedback. I mean, this is a discussion video after all, anyway. So, the next story actually is a current one, where this last one was state news. This one's countrywide, throughout the entire union. And that is the resurgence of the Benghazi incident. Now, for some of us, the Benghazi incident, has always been in play. It's one of those things that, a lot of us have always asked questions as to what the hell, There was supposedly investigation, in-house, private, whatever have you. However, new reports are coming to light, including a document that basically told reporters what they were allowed to and what they were not allowed to say. And the the White House staff, are completely denying the existence of this, or this leaked documents, or the possibility that they've been harassing people who are attempting to whistleblow. Now, the Benghazi incident was a horrifying incident, and it's saddening that, the political media were basically saying, oh, it was because of this one video. When the attack was staged on September the 11th, it was retaliation. And unfortunately, one of our envoys, along with 3 other people, were killed during the course of this assault, both on the embassy itself and on an annex, a CIA annex facility. And it's horrifying to realize that, like I said, these people that make decisions for us are covering things up. I mean, they're covering their own asses, and when we catch them with their hand in the cookie jar, they just try to change the topic of discussion, and unfortunately we buy it. So, real quickly, I just want to, show you a screen grab of that letter that got released, that email. So, let's check that out real quick. So, after this last little screen grab you saw, I mean, it's not necessarily completely concrete evidence, but it definitely allows us, the American people, to really question what the hell's going on. Now, this is my final thoughts, and this is really where I'd like to build a dialogue back and forth with you. Because maybe some of you believe I'm wrong, and that's absolutely fine. And maybe we can get some meaningful dialogue back and forth and come to a general consensus. My point right now, my thoughts, are that we as the American people, I'm not going to say we need to wake up or any of that, because those lines have been rehearsed, time and time and time and time again. But I think we as the American people need to realize that, well, we fight and bicker with each other over sex, race, religion, creed, ideology, and political party. Our political officiates laugh their happy asses all the way to the bank. I mean, they're both on the same side. And while we go back and forth fighting each other about, Hillary 2016 or whoever the hell's going to run for the Republican Party, Christie for, 2016. We go back and forth and we battle each other. And, these individuals, they're left to their own devices. And we pay them to do this. And I think it's about time we as the American people not wake up, but stand up and basically say that we've had enough with it. We're tired of the games. We're tired of the bull. I believe it's time that we basically demand that lobbyists are kicked out of the Beltway, that private party donations of billions of dollars to a political party need to be kicked to the curb. If one thing from Ye rings true that we need transparency. We need these guys' tax records to become public record. We need them to basically be held accountable. Otherwise, we lose our nation to them. And in a way, America, I think it is us versus them. I mean, look at two examples to which come to mind. Look at the recent Bundy incident and look at the Occupy movement, in fact. Now, both of these are on the polar opposite, you'd think. A lot of the Democrats were behind the Occupy movement. It's like, yeah, we need to get back at the 1%. We need to balance out the equation. When these assholes are the 1%. They're the ones doing internal buys and deals and things of this nature. And, then the Republicans were going about, well, these guys are pissed off that they have a liberal arts degree and they just want to be welfare children and this and that. I mean, I believe in fair equality. Yeah. These, this 1% thing it's scary, right? But, one side was calling it, somebody else's bullcrap. And, whatever side of the lines you were on, everybody was happy to jump on that bandwagon and do battle with each other. All the while, our elected parties, once again, were laughing their asses at the bank. And then look at the Bundy incident. A lot of steadfast conservatives and homeland parties and even the Tea Party were, oh yeah, this guy, we need to protect his rights and states' rights versus federal and this and that and this and that. And the demos fly in and they're like, oh yeah, he's just a welfare farmer. He's just a welfare rancher and this. And you hear that term quite a few times on both sides of the equation. Either a welfare baby or a welfare farmer. And these guys just basically make us fight back and forth with one another when technically you and me, we're the American people. We both bleed the same color. We both grow up in the same country. And it's time that we take our country back. And I'm not saying the use of excessive force. Not yet, anyway. I don't think it's come to that point. And I don't know if it ever will. I don't think some people have the Constitution to take it that far. But right now, I believe we need to basically move forth and call their bullshit. We need to, once their hand's caught in the cookie jar, slam the lid down on their hand. We need to make sure that they know that these type of actions, these type of internal deals, these entire little schemes and plans are unacceptable for leaders of this country and leaders of the free world. I mean, interestingly enough, a lot of the world looks at us as, we're the number one enemy to world peace. And in a frightening way, I kind of agree. I mean, how can, we protest when another country, enslaves its people, and we do the same thing economically. We're not free, unfortunately. We like to believe that we are. I mean, I'm free enough to make these videos with you guys, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll wind up in Gitmo for this kind of stuff. And I guess that's the choices that I make. But I've made my peace with that. So I ask you, America, what's your opinion? How do you feel about these topics? Do you believe that we need to rally together and build a new America for tomorrow? Or just roll with the punches and take it? It'll change eventually. Anyway, Go ahead and put your comments in the comment section down below. If you like the video, go ahead and, sorry it's on this side, go ahead and like that subscribe button, and, well, also like the video if it's your type of material. Anyway, it's been a long day, and I'm going to try to get some sleep. I'll talk to you later, alright?